the pictures he sees and do a quick scan around the area,
So
trying
yeah.
to find his compatriots.
So Victor 9, where are you? Are you in your car? Are you in the diner? Are you lounging by the side of the road, or what?
Vector 9 is currently still on his motorcycle. And he is, what do you say? He's in the parking lot still. He's kind of parked, but he's on top of it.
Alright.
Just kind of looking about right now.
What about Stick Shift, Hunter, and Boxcar? Where are each of you?
Stick Shift still within her years out Sab Dynaboot, but I'm assuming that if Victor has seen her Sab before, it's kind of obvious.
I don't know, has he? It's, you know, quite distinctive, but it might not be a Shadowrunner's car.
True.
So she's in the parking lot. Hunter, where are you?
Standing around the parking lot too, waiting for the last minute to tick in before going in.
Yeah, so Victor 9, you see Hunter, and facial recognition immediately highlights their silhouette. Boxcar, where are you?
I'm in the parking lot, just lounging, leaning up against my jackrabbit.
And Victor, again, facial recognition highlights. So yeah, it comes to about 8 o'clock, and Victor 9, you essentially know where everybody is. What are you going to do?
Well, being very paranoid, he's going to do a quick walkabout around the area, make sure it's just a diner.
It's early in the
get
morning.
a vibe of things.
It's early in the morning, and like rush hour for this place is like 3 p.m. when all the truckers heading in from from Cascade Crow come in. But no, there's, you know, like a couple of people around having, you know, pancakes and bacon for breakfast, that sort of thing. It looks to be a diner. However, you're put at a slight... I'm sorry, there's a plane coming in. You're put at a slight bit of unease because nobody here looks like a Johnson. I mean, even accounting for non-standard looking Johnsons, nobody here looks like a Johnson.
Well, he will go inside, you know, find a booth, and send some AROs over to his teammates, I suppose. Kind of guide them his way.
All right.
Could be arrows, could be a little trail of dots, whatever the imagination wants.
Right. Before Hunter, Boxcar, and Stick Shift have time to go into the diner, though, with a loud and deep roar, a throwback petrol-powered car comes screaming down the highway in excess of 250 kilometers an hour. It's some kind of American muscle car. The turret on the back is firing rearwards at pursuers you can't yet see. As it screams through the checkpoint, smashing down the barriers, and zooming right up to the traveler's respite, somebody leans out the window and hiffs a backpack over into the parking lot of the traveler's respite. Then the car's off down Highway 90. A couple of seconds later, two black sedans follow in hot pursuit. Meta-humans leaning out the windows to shoot at the muscle car with assault rifles. The entire scene takes a couple of seconds. And as the sound of high-powered engines and squealing tires and gunshots fades into the distance, an eerie silence returns over the truck stop as this backpack lies in the car park. How do each of you react?
Immediately I'm going, it's like, that's how Stick Shift reacts.
Oh, that's what they meant.
That muscle car is a aftermarket, significantly modified, souped-up, extra traction, throwback Dodge Mustang.
Basically enough to make any girl wheel in with their pants.
Oh yeah, no. But you see, on the rear of the car, there's actually been a turret mounted, and it can fly over the top of the roof forward, or as it currently was, rotated to the rear, shooting at pursuers. You notice significant other modifications in your very little amount of time, such as oil slick dispensers and road spike trays. The wheels of this car are shot out and are running on run-flat rims, and there were a number of bullet holes in this car. Cool. What do each of you guys do? The scene is starting to draw a couple of patrons around. And, a couple of people are getting out of their cars, looking around, and, there's that backpack that was thrown out into the car park.
I'm trying to figure out, see how many people saw the backpack land,
Oh,
or if
maybe
you were too
five?
absorbed by the scene.
5 people, are out in the car park looking around, and, at least a couple of them are walking towards the backpack.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading to the backpack to get it because that's clearly the package we're here for. So
You going to run to it?
I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna kind of walk.
Well, if you walk to it, you're not going to be the first one there.
What does Vector 9 see on this scene? Who's headed towards the backpack?
Yeah, so it looks like boxcars walking towards the backpack, but he's not going to be the first one there. A random truckie in a flannel shirt and, trucker hat is going to walk there. He looks like a quite big kind of looking orc, and he's probably going to be the first one to get to the backpack at the moment.
Do I see any matrix objects on this person?
You're going to have to... Yeah, he's got a relatively high-rated comlink, high-rated RCC. He's got a Ruger Super Warhawk with the smart link on. He's got reaction enhancer cyberware. Nothing too out of the ordinary for a career truck driver.
Oh.
You've only got a few seconds. What is everybody doing?
I'm gonna run faster to get there.
Cool. You run to the backpack and scoop it up a second or two before the orc gets there. What do you do now? The orc's like, "Hey, what's in that?"
None of your business. And I just kind of head back to the parking lot looking for the other teammates.
Well,
Stick.
maybe I want to make it my business.
I turn around, I give him a stern look. I'm like, look, it's none of your business, buddy. Just keep walking.
The orc's like, "Mate, didn't you see that car in hot pursuit?" He pulls out his gun. "Now let's see that backpack."
As seeing that, Stickship's gotta rear the sab around and just kind of rev the engine. Directed at the orc.
Vector 9 would like to interject at the moment.
Yeah, sure. What would Victor 9 like to do?
He'd like to spoof a message to the orc's comlink. Kind of signal from
That's
his
actually a control
His
device.
RCC. Yeah.
That's actually a control device, unless you put marks on the truck.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's actually a much better idea. I'll do a mark on the truck. I'll hack on the fly real quick.
Okay, there's somewhat on the order of 20 trucks parked up. So roll a d20 to see if you get the right truck.
You have a good point.
Okay.
That wouldn't be something my character would do without that knowledge, I suppose. So he will.
Cool. If you're marking the RCC, please mark the RCC. Stick shift. It's going to take you a couple of seconds to bring the car around, at least.
Yep. The idea is just to swing the car around to face him and then start revving the engine, tires, the general burnout of the tires for about a few seconds, trying to intimidate the guy. That I will run him over if he doesn't back down.
This is going to be hilarious. Okay, Victor 9, can you please annotate your roles as to what that was?
That was a hack on the fly attempt against his RCC.
Alright. So many windows open. All right.
Don't I know it?
All right, cool. Yeah, you get a mark on the RCC. The orc's like, I'm friggin' calling KE. Put that down.
I
I don't
will.
want no funny business coming through this truck stop, you hear? And he like actually levels the Warhawk at you, Hunter.
What?
Sorry, at you, Boxcar.
So yeah, so first, do I see like everybody like the stick shift bringing the car around and all that?
No, it's going to take a couple of seconds.
Okay. So initially, I'm just gonna like kind of put my hands up and be like, "Hey, I don't want no trouble either, man, but I'm walking away with this package."
He's just like, drop it.
So
At this point, he's a big orc and he's pointing a gun at you. So, if you could for me, let's see. One, two. If you could roll charisma plus willpower for me, please, Boxcar. Nah. You need to drop this package, man. You just got to do what he says. He's a big ass orc, and he's got a warhawk up in your face. You got to drop the backpack. You're dropping the backpack.
Okay, so I do have one question. So I will drop the backpack, but I'm just curious, like, how far away is he?
He's no more than like a second or two of walking away from where you picked up the backpack. He's like within a couple of meters of you.
How heavy is it? Does it feel like there's something really big in the backpack?
Backpack probably weighs maybe 5 kilograms, 10 pounds. And it's got this weird lumpy feel to it too. If you drop it, it goes kush, rather than like clank or clink.
at this point, I would like to spoof a command to his RCC.
You can't. You need to control device his RCC. Spoof command is the RCC sending a command to something else.
Okay, so it would be control device then?
Yes, it would be control device. If you're just displaying a message, that would be a free action. And
I just use send message.
well, no, it's control device, but it would be a free action, so you only need one mark. So yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Would you?
Is that another?
It's going to be another
Ewar?
roll. Control device is Ewar plus int.
All right. One moment, please.
That's fine. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot to mention how Edge works at my table. You have to declare that you're re-rolling before my results come in. But on the other hand, you are able to spend a point of edge to make something just narratively go right for you. Do you want there magically to be metahuman transversible ventilation ducts within the building? Spend a point of edge and there will be. You can fill in a narrative bit of setting that hasn't been described and have it go completely in your favor for 1 point of edge. Anyway, yeah, Vector 9, please, let's see that roll.
Mm-hmm.
You going to re-roll that?
You know what? I'll let fate